Hello. What buttercups? I know there's some of you in here already. Pam, Vic, a few others. I forgot. Today, actually, no, I'll wait until more of you, I guess, are here. But, hi, Letitia, Sean, Mabelina. Hi, honey. Hey, Vic. Hold on one second. Oh, babe, I already know he's there. It's probably not the best idea to set a spoon on the butter. Okay, but remember how I told you guys I got the cookbook, that Harry Potter one? Well, today I'm making a recipe from that. That's why I didn't put it in the title because I thought it'd be too long, so I put it in the description. But I will go back and post the recipe when I get the pictures of everything that's done.
Okay, Sean made a little wrenches, so they said thank you.
No problem. We're just gathering up some of the stuff that I'm going to need, so. So how you guys been? What's up, buttercups? Tell you. Work has been, well, it's work, but yesterday was just a fiasco. And you know, lately they like sticking a girl by herself, which kind of sucks. But what can you do? You know what I mean? I'm glad I wasn't by myself yesterday because I would have probably cried. Almost everything that could go wrong did. I feel a hair all day. I did. Except Pam, Sean, Mabelina, Letitia.
Harry Potter custard cream should be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Mabelina's trying to translate the recipe in her head.
Well, Mabelina, it's because
we're still trying to figure out how to get the bilingual.
I gotta get the subtitles.
The subtitles.
I don't know how to do it yet.
We'll have
We
to
gotta do it through Google, I think.
studio.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's just drop another 30 real quick and then
Start. Well, hello. Welcome back. Now, today I'm going to make, it's from the Unofficial Harry Potter CookBook. I don't know why they call it, I think it's unofficial because it's not J.K. Rowling that wrote it. But I've been a Harry Potter fan since forever. I made my kids, same thing. So
I was leaving this review for comments.
So I decided I was ordering the cookbook because I read all the books, I've seen all the movies, and there are things in like food wise that I always wanted to try, but didn't have the recipe for it. So I figured this would be simple because there's dinners in here and stuff like that, and there's recipes with names you really don't want me to use. But what I'm making today is custard creams. So these are, so we got the cookie dough recipe and we got the filling recipe and obviously the steps over here. So we're going to be doing them one at a time. Now, preheat your oven to 350 right from the start because you always want that to be where however you need it to be by the time you put anything in it. So you want it to preheat. It's hot anyway, so it's freaking different. But, yeah. So you're going to need, for the cookie dough part of it, you're going to need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Mine has a slight variation because, you know, I'm me. So you'll notice when I get to that part. Let me get the thing out. I'm assuming, yeah, because that looks like before. Now, guys, when you're scooping out your flour, please don't forget, don't scoop it out of the bag. I know it's easier, but what happens is you end up compacting your flour in there, and then you end up with more flour than the recipe intended for, and it could be a disaster depending on what it is, because some recipes are very time sensitive. You have to be just quick enough, or it's just going to all go to crap, really. So give me a second. I need a spoon. I forgot. Actually, I'm stealing all the other spoons. So what you want to do when you're using flour of any kind, mind you want to scoop it into your flour cup. And then when it gets filled, then you just level it off with like a butter knife or something, because you don't want to put it down. Because as I said, you're going to end up with more flour than you intended. And I'm going to remove my bay leaves because, little tip, put bay leaves in your flour so that way you can, you keep the ants and stuff in the summertime and all out of, and the little buggy things that get in here. Keep them out. Hi, Chris. How are you? Glad you can make it.
He's standing on his
He sees the birds.
He sees the birds. He's standing on his back legs. He thinks he's people.
He so bad wants to go out and freaking try to get it.
Maybellina, everyone knows how to make chicken and rice and beans. You're not fooling me. She's out there.
That's okay. Some things people know how to make like the back of their hands. Other people never tried it a day in their life. So, you know what? This recipe right here, I've never tried a day in my life. So, we're going to learn together. because that's just how I am. So if I fail, you guys will see it. Need a butt tonight. Oh my God. What in there? Is it just a kid screaming? That was not you. You can't get your voice that high if you try.
I dropped the pot. I found it. Yippee!
Okay, so when you get it full enough, you try not to get flour everywhere. You just level it off nice and lightly.
Hello, Canada.
Hello.
You have the phone.
Oh yeah, here's this. Okay, but I'm also not where I'm supposed to be. Shut it. Yes, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, set the bell to all. I only come on Wednesdays, so Wednesdays at 7 Eastern Standard Time. Actually, I've been to Canada, so I can't even remember what year that was. Don't forget, guys, CookinWitKellz also has an Instagram, so I can post the finished products on there, and you guys, and the recipe and stuff for you guys to be able to try if you wanted to or whatever. And that way, if you guys send me pictures of things that you created or tried or whatever, I can also post them there because I can't post pictures on YouTube. So I made a page for it.
That's a little
I
jerk.
made a page for all my interests.
You're a little jerk, cat.
I really my cat alone.
He was talking about me again.
It's all his cat friend.
No, he was talking shit to me.
It's because you're always messing with him. So he's like, watch this.
Is it, well, this isn't a. Is this a child-friendly show? Can I say bad words?
Yeah, you could say bad words. I do.
What's the word? You spoke pot, I'm pretty sure. Hey kids, don't try this at home. Smoking on the corn cob. What's up, oh Canada? How you doing? How you doing? Maybellina, you can write as much as you want. Never feel anxious.
No, you can write whatever you want. Girl, listen.
We're all
This here's
talkers.
my show.
We're all talkers. It's fine.
Pretty much.
Never
If you
feel
want to
like
rant and rave because you had a bad day, then you just do that. I do. We have 13 in here. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm making a mess. 1 second. I'm making from the Harry Potter cookbook that I got.
I'm gonna get you.
Sorry, it's the
I need
unofficial.
walkie-talkies.
I know, right?
So I can be like,
Yeah, the
over,
church
babe.
would've
Do you
been
hear me?
friggin'
Over.
bomb now.
You have to say over when you're done. Roger.
No.
Roger. What if your name was Roger?
Well, that would be very unfortunate
Roger.
because I'm a girl. So
That'd be pretty fucking fun.
my mom used to tease me and say she was going to name me Roberta because, or she should have named me Roberta because it looked just like my dad.
My girl name was going to be Dawn, I think.
My granny wanted to name me Dawn.
Well, I was a girl until Y
She
chromosome
got
took
vegan.
over. That's why men have nipples.
All he is were girls.
That's why men have nipples. Don't you understand? It's all linked. Ah, fuck it. I put cherry on my cigarette. Come on. Sorry, y'all. I forgot we were live.
Well, anyways,
10-4, Charlie.
we were all girls
Rogerita.
until those ones shot
Oh,
out
Canada
their
said
head.
I'm a novel writer too. That's funny. Yeah, I mean trust me, I write some paragraphs. Never feel like you write whatever you want.
I didn't do this part. Okay, so the instructions in the cookbook say they're very specific. Listen, set the oven racks to the upper and lower positions. Preheat the oven to 350. And you're also supposed to line 2 cookie sheets with parchment paper, but we'll get to that as soon as I move these racks. Well, one's already in there, but
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
wait, does it mean here or like the tippy
I
top?
think it means the top, so the heat hits that and goes. I don't know.
All right, well.
I know how to install stoves. That's about it. I know how to use them to cook in them, and I know how to
It
install them.
says to the upper and the lower position. So,
Heaven's here. Heaven just came in.
hi, love.
Just
Hi,
another.
Mandy.
Sis said just another. Get it. Oh, I thought he was going on the stove. He just gave me a freaking heart attack.
He can feel the heat. He's not going to be that great.
Heaven's watching while she cooks and does homework. Mandy said, Kel, sorry I'm late. Crazy day. Mandy's here as well.
Okay. Glad you could join us.
Um,
Actually, I want to take this rack because I want to take this oil off of here.
Hey, Belina, here in my page as well, you're always welcome to write whatever you want. The chat's always going to,
You always are. Yes, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure that applies most places. I just don't want to speak for other people, that's all. But I'm pretty sure,
Well, it applies here.
that
so
applies for most pages that you go to.
I'm just
Salute, Vic. I hope you're doing good, bro.
I don't trust it that way, though.
Mandy.
But maybe it has to be for these cookies. You know, I have a recipe for roll of bones.
Tell them what you were going to make tonight.
Oh, what, originally?
Cheese
The
steaks.
cheesesteaks?
She wanted to make cheesesteaks. I'm like, yo, we don't even
It ain't
eat.
going to take long.
I'm like,
but-
we don't even eat peppers or onions or even cheese whiz.
So
I'm
what?
like,
They can freaking add their own if that's what
it
they
would have
want.
took like 4 minutes. I'm like, all right, guys, thanks for a great show. I'm out.
I would have did something else too, you freak.
You should have said something. So now I want cheesesteaks.
Well, I did. You didn't pay attention.
I can't go to the supermarket. I want a shirt. Socks and shoes. I just have on shorts and a hat.
Yeah, do you know outside Turkey Hill, they'll say that you need shoes and a shirt?
Oh.
I was like, so what idiot walked in there like that thinking
No,
they were going
nobody
to get
says
served? That is taped to the freaking
Larry
window.
Beach, salute. He put a fork, knife, and plate. Eyes. Like the bushes, people, people do the bushes. He put a
What's
fork,
up, Blair?
he put a plate in cutlery.
He's
Pamela said she
hilarious.
wants cheesesteaks now.
See, I'm just saying, guys. I was hungry when I said it earlier in Jules' chat, so if JMF shows up, sorry, love, listen. I
I think
changed
she was
it.
here already. Wasn't she? Chicken without. Chicken whiz without. Mandy, I like American. I like wit sometimes, but they go too crazy with the onions.
Yeah.
So you got to be like, white wit. So I just say
No.
without and just deal. So, but I like American cheese on my steaks.
Okay,
And I'm going to
so.
keep temperature mode. You know.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
We're not pouring the hood in.
Trying to get the kitchen out right
Yeah, for real. You mean the house?
now. Tracy Santa Maria.
That's all.
Larry.
Okay. 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I need a 1/2 cup of pudding mix. So this is where I deviate because they only had chocolate. So guess what we're using? This says vanilla, but whatever. Que sera, sera, and all that. No, pretty much. Yeah, let me just pour this in. Just a 1/2 cup. So actually, that looks pretty. See? Well, no, I used the pudding for
Look
the
at you fat cat.
banana.
Banana. I like to ooples and banana.
I have this other pie crust too.
You're another pie crust too.
Well, because I have apple caramel filling. Because remember when I made it for Thanksgiving, even though I had to work?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to them.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll remember me making the
That's
apple
what I
pumpkin
heard.
pie for Thanksgiving, even though I had to work.
Well, I heard Thanksgiving, and I said, "Oh, it's not talking to me."
So I have that filling again, the apple and caramel one. But I didn't remember that when I grabbed it.
Oh wait, were you talking to me?
And I used the wrong pie crust. Guys, listen. I'm like, I'm going to make pumpkin pie and apple pie for dessert for Thanksgiving. It turns out I had to work, even though Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, and I was a little mad about that, but I digress. So I made them the night before because I had off. And no, it ain't. Sophia Patrol, bitch. So I made them the night before. My daughter helped me make the pumpkin pie because that's how it originally started when we lived at the other house. Me and my daughter made it on Facebook Live. My daughter Facebook Lived it. So she was helping me do it that year. Well, when I went and got the crust, I got 2 of these because I forgot. And still made the apple pie in the graham cracker crust. Well, I didn't even get any of it.
You're damn good. You're ready for big leagues. I'm over here gyrating behind the camera, and she's not even paying attention. She's ready for cable. Rachel Ray, get out the way.
So anyways, I made the freaking pie in the wrong crust and realized it way too late. I had already told my husband, take him over to his mom's and all that. Well, it turns out that her best friend, his mom's best friend, ended up liking the apple pie and wants me to make it again for her, but I haven't had a chance to yet. So yet again, I bought the wrong crust for the wrong pie.
You put the Jello in the measuring
cup. It'll get done when I get there.
You put the Jello in the measuring cup. I mean the pudding.
No, I put the flour in the bowl too. Okay. Baking powder, we need 1.5 tablespoons of that. That's sorry.
Don't forget to look in the chat every now and then.
1.5 teaspoons. Gotcha, thanks. Well, I sidetracked myself, so this can't be right. Okay. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And do that. That was 1/2 tablespoon, so. Actually, I'm going to put it in this cup so I can just dump it in there. Because it's quite obvious we're going to have to put it in the other powder stuff, but I just want to make sure before I actually do that because I've done that before. Assumed, dumped it, and was wrong, so I don't want to do that. Now I need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm using pink Himalayan salt because I don't know, because I bought it and I freaking like pink, so let's give it a shot. Hi, wifey. I see you in there. Tracy. Right? Well, I've seen her picture and stuff like that on Facebook before, all that, so wow. I'm gonna set this over here because I want to read this and make sure before I do it. So now we're also going to need about a stick of butter at room temperature or 8 tablespoons. You need a cup of confectioner's sugar. This says confectioner's sugar. It's the same thing as powdered sugar. So you need a cup of powdered sugar. You need 1 large egg at room temperature, a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and a 1/4 cup of whole milk, also at room temperature. So you got to leave your things like your milk and your butter and stuff sit out, and the egg. you want to leave all that sit out so that way it's at room temperature for when you start. I don't know if there's a difference if it's cold, so I mean, you could give it a shot. I mean, I do stuff like that, but sometimes it does matter. Just saying. I'm gonna move that because yeah, we gotta whisk the dry ingredients because it says after you line the cookie sheets with the parchment paper, you whisk together the flour, the vanilla pudding, the baking powder, and the salt, and then you set it aside. Usually when you do ingredients like this, for this kind of a recipe, you mix and stir the dry ingredients first all together, and then you mix the wet separately, and then you slowly combine one into the other. So you got to pay attention to the recipe. Don't just like start it, because sometimes you get end up, I've done it before, so just take your time. Yes, and the baking powder. That's what I thought. All the dry ingredients go together. And you whisk all up. I have the attachment on my freaking mixer. I don't feel like that. This is just so that way everything works more on an even keel when you start out. Because you need this to turn into a dough. Because that's essentially what we're doing. We're making, it's basically cookies, but like a custard filling. I got to get some syrup, golden syrup, so I can make trickle tart. That's what I always wanted to try. Oh, hi, Kelly. I see she made it. Kelly Harmon, guys, she's one of the ladies that I care for at work. So she's actually one of our newest. And she's a sweetheart. And she usually always tries to make it. And sometimes she don't get to. So tonight she did. Actually, thank you to Canada and Pam, because me seeing that is what made me realize it. Okay, so we mix that together. Set that aside for now because we need another bowl. And in this bowl, we got to cream the butter and the confectioner sugar. This even says to use an electric mixer until it's light and fluffy. And make sure you scrape down your sides. It says it takes about 5 minutes, I guess. So I gotta do. I knew I had it somewhere. It says, if you've been wondering what in the world custard creams are, the mystery has been solved. They are nothing more than sandwich cookies, typically flavored with custard powder, which is similar to vanilla pudding mix. So there's a nice little tidbit for you. Okay, so no, I'll just use this. That's about 8 tablespoons. Oh, hi, Billy. Oh, thanks, sweetie. I give you my best, I'll tell you that. What is? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I'm pushing the baking part. gotta be. Better way to get this out. This freaking knife. Yeah, I don't know why I've been humming lately either. Guys, don't worry if I move too fast for you or something. You'll always be able to catch the replay. And I'll post the recipe when I post the pictures on the CookinWitKellz Instagram. Alright, I need one more. There's some freaking weird recipes in this. I'm making custard creams, Trace. It's from the Unofficial Harry Potter CookBook.
She said they're like Oreos, like sandwich cookies.
It's kind of like an Oreo, but it's a different cream filling because it's custard. It's not whatever kind of cream they use for their filling. Because there are some recipes that call for the filling.
Tara and Tammy just came in. Hear me? Tara and Tammy just came in.
Oh, hi, Tara and Tammy. I did see Tammy. I haven't seen her in a while, but I seen her earlier. How are you, dear? You look up some textures. Hear that? Hear that?
What? This?
Mm-hmm.
Catch.
I would go everywhere. Freaking powdered sugar.
What's in the bowl?
That's flour. And the jelly. I mean the pudding. Mm-hmm. I had to.
Yeah, I know. You're saying it was flour.
It is. It's that and the jello. Oh, pudding. See, you made me poof it.
Yeah. You're standing off to the side there, buddy.
You know what I look like already?
There you go. It's actually a pretty good angle. It's not too bad.
You use that one because it's stuck to me. It should be enough, but I don't know because it's not all the way over. It's pissing me off. Thank you. It's a good question, guys. Everybody comment. What is your favorite cookie? Ooh, I know what I remembered. Okay, so I gotta get it out of here.
Where'd you go? Of course it would jump. Sean says peanut butter. It's a good one. It's not my favorite, but it is a good one to every now and again. Definitely.
I love peanut butter. My favorite. I'll tell you later.
So yeah, Sean peanut butter, Pam is ginger snaps, Maybellina's chocolate chip cookies. Good old classic. My favorite as well. My favorite as well.
Mine is sugar cookies.
Huh. I also like the ones with the macadamia nuts, the white cookies. You know, they're like sugar cookies with macadamia.
Yeah.
Nantucket.
They're pretty good.
Mandy said it's a tie between chocolate chip and sugar. So Mandy is no good at helping me and you decide. I'm like, I like chocolate chip. You're like, I like sugar. Mandy's like, it's a tie. Tracy said no bakes. Tracy jumped.
Yes. I do make a lot of no bakes. There was a
Canada with an amazing answer. Regular cookies, peanut butter. Edibles, unbaked chocolate chip coconut. I love it.
Coconut cookies are good. So are you know what?
Tara, you better call them. We can't call them what they used to be called because it used to be Samoans, like caramel delights. Tara, I'll let you know a secret. Dollar General has an off-brand. They make Thin Mints and they make them. They're like $1 a box, and it's the same thing.
They're the same.
Of course, you should still support the Girl Scouts, but it's good to always have backup.
And you can't afford those.
Kelly said white chocolate macadamia nut. That's what I was saying. They're so good.
White chocolate's my favorite.
Mandy said I have trouble picking favorites.
I like to try them all.
Sorry for the camera, guys. I'm just trying to adjust a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna have to mute in a minute because I gotta whip this until light and fluffy. And scrape down the sides.
I'll mute it for you once you're ready. We're gonna mute while she mixes, guys. We don't want to blow anyone's ears out. And Tracy said Family Dollar has them as well. Tara said, what? I'll be on the lookout. All right, guys. Like I said, I am going to mute for a second so we don't blow your ears out here. Watch a cat jumping around in the background.
Okay, guys. And I creamed it.
Giggity. Everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite. Katie, come join me.
It looks delish, but Don't forget, it's just butter and
Let's
sugar.
just lean on the short fry over here. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, I'm officially the shortest in the house.
Yeah, I'm taller than her, guys. Imagine.
No ice cream for dinner.
I wasn't gonna eat ice cream for dinner.
I am.
I'm making one of these. But I got
Waited my whole life to eat ice cream for dinner.
I'm telling my mom.
Until like scraping down the
Don't
sides
tell
for
them
about
down.
5 minutes. Add the egg and vanilla.
Why don't you
Beat
drop it
until
on the
combined.
cherry?
Then you add the flour
What?
mixture and you
You can give me
stir
back
until
the
the
milk
mixture
shell.
forms a dough.
Don't get me back.
Give me back harder. Put this in the microwave
You
for
gotta
me.
be quiet. You have to take this off.
No.
No, I can't put it in the microwave. It's gonna be making noise.
No, I use it during the show. After. Start.
You ain't Charles Barkley.
Who are you, guys?
I'm just a wannabe.
Sent to you.
Be gone, wannabe. Watch.
Not quite it.
You're gonna get me fired.
I'm teasing.
Stop bringing your stupid kid to work day. Get out of my
You
face.
stupid. Just tastes like solid butter.
It is butter.
Like straight butter.
It's butter and sugar.
That's why it tastes greasy.
That's delicious.
I knew it tastes
I
like
literally just said, guys, it might look good, but it's butter and sugar.
I was watching it upstairs and
Add a
then
little
I came
vodka.
down.
Add the kibasi in. If you want to help, she asked you if you wanted to come on. You said no.
No, I didn't. When?
You were supposed to be at fire train.
Well, I
You can
can't
hop in.
be.
She didn't really do a lot yet. She's still getting in.
I have to eat still.
You have 3 minutes.
Plus the other two.
Exactly.
I gotta stir this anyway.
I'm here to steal the show. No, I'm joking. Hi. I'm not really doing anything. I'm
Where's
just
the-
kidding.
Give me the beater.
Go in the sink.
I didn't say put them in the sink.
You didn't say
No,
it.
I'm sorry. I thought you did.
I'll mix it again.
It makes you again.
Should I just drop a 30 so you can mix it? You think that'll be easier?
Probably, because I'm probably gonna have to
Please stay tuned after the commercial
yeah,
break.
because I gotta go.
And we're back. Yeah, Maybelline, it's they're like little fur babies, just like a child.
Fins for feathers.
Yeah, he's 2 years old, that fat boy. After we got him fixed, he got real fat. It's so funny to watch his fat butt run down. He was darting around.
Like hops.
No, just put him down and he's trying to run it. It's just
It's my rescue
like a
animal.
freaking horse.
It's my rescue baby. You didn't even want me.
I don't know, man.
He was living under a house.
There's a man in a van down by the river.
No, him and his siblings. Crazy cat lady stole one.
Tried to.
Yeah, she tried taking some things from me. I spazzed out on her. I was like, you ain't taking my child. I did. She called it. Alright. And she's like, well, it was already an agreement. I said, I don't care about your agreement. Walked away.
Give me my cat.
Yeah. No, like she tried taking it out of my hands. I was like, okay.
Kelly, a lot of us are agree with you on that topic.
It says add the flour mixture and stir until the mixture is crumbly. Add the milk and stir until the mixture forms a dough.
That one's gotta go in the cream on that.
No, 2:30.
This gotta come off now.
Not fully. You just open it, stir
No,
it.
stir it, put it back on, and put it back in.
There's still 8 seconds left. She doesn't let it go completely off.
You shut up.
You took out ice chunks in it, and I'm forcing it down your throat.
You're giving it 2 more minutes, you freak.
And 30 seconds. What is it? You guys are
I
forgetting.
do it at work.
You guys forget the ass end of every conversation, every time.
You shut up.
So I turned 12.
You're
That's all pro
you don't
max.
remember the ass end of my foot on your ass end.
I said I watched 30.
Yeah, but is the Pro Max part really that important?
Yes, because that's the biggest phone Apple's ever made. So yes, that is.
My phone's so cool. Look at me.
Shut up. That's why nobody even
I'm
likes you.
totally validated as a person
I was
because I
watching-
have an expensive phone.
I was watching 13 Reasons Why, right? And Daddy goes, yeah. And I was like, watching 13 Reasons Why. He goes, yeah, 13 Reasons Why I need to beat your ass. And then he starts
I
pointing his
just
shirt at
walk-
me.
These days I just walk around turning everything she says in the ways I'm going to kick her ass.
And then he threw a shirt at me. I can't
Never
remember.
leave my daughter alone.
No, he's
My daughter.
swinging a shirt at me.
My daughter.
He was swinging a shirt at me, and I started
I
kicking him.
carried on her.
Well, good. She can slide over and
was
she
there, I
can
remember.
jump on with you. I'm back in
Kind
the
of looks
camera.
like it moves.
There, now you could fit in together. Sorry about the camera jumping, guys. I'm just trying to fix it.
Kind of does.
Slide over some. No, you, babe.
Gotcha.
One way or the other.
Ah,
Kate,
what's
you
my-
can't put her both ways. You got her like dancing over
No,
there.
I was moving one way. She was moving the other. No, and then he was swinging.
Tara,
his
so
shirt.
when families bicker, it's just pure love. It's true. Very true.
When he was throwing his
I
shirt at me, I
harass her.
was kicking it out. Look what you did. Look what you're making a
I should
mess.
just do it in this bowl.
Look what you did. Making a mess. He was throwing his shirt at me, and I kept kicking at it, right? He goes, yeah, until you pop that, and I was like, ha 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 ha. Someone thinks that someone
Ah,
has
you
jokes.
didn't think that far.
That someone has jokes today, huh? I was
Take
like,
a
you know
minute
what?
so I can-
You know what?
Again, just like this.
And then now my knee, so I can't kick with my bad.
Swear to God.
No, I can't even with my bad knee. So no, I can't do anything. I just keep been breaking my body apart. Broke my knee down here. Everything is okay to, just not work anymore, the normal. Well, yesterday when I came back after I hurt my knee, I got real bit of shock. I was like, no, not right now. Huh? Upstairs?
Why?
No, we just got back on call
Uh-huh.
this morning. It didn't work. And then
This is
No,
my shocked face. See it?
just please upstairs. And he said, no, not on mute. I can hear it. No, shut up. Oh.
You peoples. What's up?
You have a son and a daughter.
No, we don't. We don't talk about this. No, I'm joking.
We don't bring up the boy.
You'll never see him, but it's okay.
You may from time to time, but
Kid only room.
I don't even think he realizes what
Where's
I'm out
the
here
fork
doing.
at? Well, I hope it's this one. It's
Just
long
grab
enough.
one from over there.
We have more big forks.
We do in the drawer. Open the silverware drawer.
Like me. One time Tommy was on the mic and I was like, fuck you, fuck by me.
Caitlin.
Tommy's like, hey.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him.
Then his friend tried shooting a shot at me the other night. I was like, yo, Tom, let your sister get on the mic. So I go on the mic. I'm like, what? And he was like, how's your day going? I was like, fine, why? He was like, oh, that's nice. What do you like to do for a hobby? I was like, I hear Tom answer that. And then Tom told me about the fire stuff. And then Tommy goes, she has a job. And then I screamed, I can change your Walmart clothes to Gucci ones. And Tommy lost it.
Lord.
I was like, Balenciaga, like, Balenciaga.
You gotta mix this until it's crumbly.
He said, can I get a Michael Kors purse? Tommy said, what?
What friend is it?
Joey. One of Mandy's friends.
Oh, yeah. Well.
So you know how that went. Your hair, did you re-dye your hair?
Mm-mm.
Looks really red on the one. That it don't look crumbly. It looks like it needs water. Looks dry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add milk, but I gotta make sure it's
It's dry.
crumbly like it's supposed to be first.
Here
It's supposed to be so good. That's what you get.
Nah,
Don't feel bad for you there.
why not? Yeah. We're just, it's time.
Alright, I'm gonna need a quarter cup of milk.
Quarter cup, just a quarter. No, just
The one that says 1/4.
Oh,
That's 1/3.
well,
Wait, here.
this?
That's a teaspoon. That's a cup.
Well, how do you say? Guys, does this look like you can read that? What that says? Didn't think so. She wants me to give it.
I handed it to you, didn't I?
How do you?
Wait, I think I pulled the milk out. It's right there in my dryer.
You're on the right. How do you feel, Mom? I'm gonna be gone tomorrow.
What?
I'm gonna be gone tomorrow for 5 hours.
Why?
Then I'll go to work.
Okay, you went to work the other night.
I've been going to work for a while. So like 5 times.
Yes,
This
Kate.
year.
I'm usually either there myself or going there.
This looks like it needs more milk.
I need, stop doing that because you gotta add a tablespoon at a time of milk if it's too dry. So it forms a dough.
So should I get more?
Mm-hmm. Should bring it over and use the tablespoon.
Well, I'm using the 1/4 cup.
She's gonna destroy it.
Whatever it does. That looks like perfect
Because
amount.
you don't want it to end up being too much. So
Well,
give me a minute.
That looks. Well, it's all going to the same place. So we told Grandma, right?
No, that's what she would say to us.
My grandma might eat it.
Fanny, finish this.
Grandma might eat in liver and pork house. Well, it all goes to the same place. That does not. Kind of just like I.
No! You're gonna make it too watery. You're not gonna.
What are they going to do? Come to the screen and eat it? How they gonna know?
Not them. Me. The freaking recipe's right there.
There's someone.
You know what they're supposed to be? It's supposed to be kind of like Oreos.
Well, don't take it. It tastes like hot
Shit with
chocolate.
custard in the middle.
You're just
Cookies. Shit, yeah.
shit and custard. Ew.
Yes, shit and custard. Kate.
I am
Now
shit.
put more
Oh,
of that
shit.
shit in here.
Hear me? I still the shit. On the shit topic, shit.
Here.
What? Your mommy. No, I'm joking. Remember when Tommy came down a couple years ago from Grandma's bathroom and had the X's on his hand with wallpaper and he goes, Dad, look, I'm CM Punk. And Dad is like, Tom!
Granny lost her shit.
Me and Tommy like to remind each other of that day sometimes.
This is a simpler time.
Dad, look, I'm CM Punk. Cross his arms and everything. Dad, look, I'm CM Punk. Mom, should I use the beer mixer? Say, Dad, I told you the
Why
ice
would you do that?
so it all gets mixed together.
Till it forms a dough.
Where's my phone now? I don't
So
know.
I can do my thing.
What is this? Ew, why is it sticky?
It was the glue on something.
Huh?
Hi. Someone in the chat.
Well, you can do no more.
Throw it away. I meant to last time and just left it there.
Got you dancing in the middle of a club.
This says to break it off into pieces, so you're supposed to roll it in the balls and then put it like an inch apart or so, or an inch and a half apart on the cookie sheets.
Are we making custard creams? Whoa. Oh, that does not sound good. You skip that. Keep going.
He gets mad every time I go towards the pan, so.
I don't know. I'm making.
He runs out.
If they took screenshots, that'd be great. I know.
Assume they record
You
everything.
teach Tommy that pepper has 3 and salt has 2. He keeps telling me I'm wrong, and every time it's always the same thing. Every time.
I wasn't aware he didn't know that.
Yeah, no, he says, no, that's not true. That the peppers with the 3 and salt, he was like, yes, Tom.
All comes out faster, so it has less holes.
And so he was trying to tell me all wrong, and then he looked at my mom and he knows the same thing. I was like, I told you. I don't know why he was looking at it. I cooked the whole time. Cook, clean, all I do is put it in. Let's go get it.
Mom was all he was supposed to do.
Was he supposed to starve? Because if I wasn't there, he would have starved.
That's his dad. Sorry.
Should have crap on me.
That's just it.
I bought 3 coffees.
Hmm?
I said I bought 3 coffees. Okay. I'm addicted to get look. Look at the bottom. I'll go down here. I got 2 of the Starbucks and 1 of the Dunkin'.
I saw the Dunkin' down there.
Oh, your mom's a hooker. You know that. Mom, look. Look how it costs to cool it. Foot. Oh.
That's alright. I pick stuff up with my feet all the time.
Wonder where I get from.
Gee, I don't know.
Why would you put non-stick spray on a non-stick sheet?
Because I don't trust it being non-stick, that's why.
It's parchment paper, Mom.
So?
So buttons. Shut up. Yeah, store your own phrases. Haha.
What?
So I store your own phrase. Haha.
That wasn't mine, I just used it.
Tomato, tomato, potato, tomato.
No one says that.
Oh, earlier in the store, I got like brain dead. I said, Natalia, I go, what animal does a potato come from? He said, did you just ask? I said, yeah. He goes, okay, it grows in the ground. I was like, oh, did I really just ask you that? Sometimes I forget. I see. I need to go back to first grade and get some refreshment. Refreshment.
Refreshments are like there.
Yeah, I know.
Mister.
I'm gonna pick him up like that. Come here. He got head to the handle again. Look. Look. It's this chain. Hold on. He tried stopping it too.
He does that. He loves bags. He's a freak of nature.
Goes quicker. No, my white shirt. I can't even look at this cat hair.
That's why you shouldn't be wearing white. So,
I got it off, huh, Take that.
no, good job. Hope it don't stain.
Keep playing. Oh, awesome. Every pair. Awesome. Every pair
You
of
need
your
a bowl
bowl.
of sugar.
Well, that sucks. No, I'm joking. Is it better?
Yeah, because
I'm
you
not
gotta
getting
smash them with
what?
a bowl. Some shit like that. There's one in the thing?
Nobody refilled it, so.
Over the bowl.
What bowl? Where is it at?
Alright. I'm gonna need all that.
Put it back. I'm going to go upstairs. I'll be walking from up there. If I come back down, I come back down, but it's not then.
Mm-hmm. I gotta break this off in the small pieces. And roll it into a bowl of cooking.
Sorry, y'all. I might be back on the money game. No,
So it's one, two, three. Mm. Says you're supposed to use the bowl to smush them down. I'm gonna, yeah, I gotta use a glass because Round or square? Really hope I don't drop. Gotta roll these into balls. It says it makes up to 2 dozen. I guess depending on how big you make the mixtures. Sometimes mine are big, sometimes they're not. Thanks, guys. I don't even pay attention to the time. And mind you, these don't have to cook long, so it's about 16 minutes total. And then while they cook, yeah, while they cook, we're gonna make the filling. I got chocolate all over my pages. You guys are just tuning in. I'm making custard creams, which is basically just a cookie with cream and custard actually in the middle. And I actually turned the recipe to chocolate because that's the only part in my head. And the store didn't have the other kind, so. I was thinking about making part 2, but I had to make the dough and it has to sit for like at least 2 hours in the fridge. That's my sound now. Shit, sticky. Yeah, before I do the next step, I'm gonna have to wash my hands. Because it takes up on the tips of your fingers. Crap.
Yeah. Ew. They got
Look
the
like
stuff inside or something? Or does
No.
that go on top? Oh, this
They're
is
the
just a-
cookies that get
yeah.
sandwiched.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the filling when they go in. It takes 16 minutes. So And then I gotta cool off so I can make the
I'm done with
filling.
this.
Wait for them to cool off.
Kelly, we're both, everyone's every man is Batman. It's got to be an easier way, but
I should have probably greased my hands first, but I didn't think about it.
maybe an ice cream scoop.
It says roll it into a ball.
So, Mrs. Harry Potter, he wouldn't have been able to get that freaking recipe if he didn't do it his own way.
Who?
Harry,
Harry didn't make it.
where he got the fucking Filius Felinus or whatever the fuck it is. I'm close. Look,
Felix Felicis.
who cares? Harry Potter's for dorks.
Mhm.
Screw your stupid cookbook and ships. Just get the table. Screw all this.
Gather up the last
Screw your
minute.
glass. What was this for?
Because I gotta coat it at the bottom in oil, dip it in sugar, and flatten those. Put them in the oven. So the recipe says. Oh. But first, I'm gonna wash my hands.
Yeah, I was going to say, come. You should have went that way. I'm going to mute this so you can wash your hands. Pam, I do not love Harry Potter. Kelly loves Harry Potter, and I was forced to freaking say it because I loved her, damn it. No, Tara, I know too much about Harry Potter because she loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I used to do is I used to love reading when I was a kid. But what I would do is I would come home from work and I'd get my shower, and then at the end of the night after the kids were in bed, we were relaxing or whatever. We would go down and we would smoke. I'd lay on her, like put my head on her lap basically, and she would read the 6th book. And we did that for a few weeks. That was pretty cool. So I didn't read the book. I had it read to me. But it was pretty cool. I would come home from work,
But of course, he knew what happened because
It was our way of winding down. Kelly
Mhm.
was a housewife at the time. I was fucking working 14-hour days, so it was crazy.
The only really
Not much has
relaxing time we
changed.
got.
Not much has changed except for you're not a housewife.
Yeah.
And I ain't working 14-hour days ever again.
Can't believe
I'm
it.
not working 8-hour days ever again. But yeah, we Harry Potter always seemed to come out right around our anniversary, which is November. So we seem to like see every one of them in the theaters, as the anniversary gift. So I think we've seen every one but the first two. No, we saw the first two like on VHS and DVD.
I saw
3 on, we've seen everyone
because
in the
I still have
theater.
the movie stuff.
We saw
from
Twilight. And you're thinking of that. We've been to I love going to the movies.
We did go a lot.
We've been to the movies a lot. KT just came in.
Not to mention, I used to work
Hear
in
me?
the movie theater.
KT, not King Charles.
Hey.
K. It's just easier to say it that
got
way.
it.
Sometimes I confuse myself. I'm like, over on King Charles, I'm like, KT. You have to put the KAYE
Give me the
just
oil.
in short. This? I think it's empty.
Open it. Off the cork. Actually.
Jesus. Tracy, you're having an eventful evening. Back. Phone died and 2 cows decided to escape. Well,
Need a
yeah.
break for it.
Someone's having an exciting night.
Well, I hope the cows come home.
Mandy said she's tried to watch Harry Potter several times and can only make it to the part where they decide which house they belong to. You got to make it through the first two
Right?
movies.
What the hell? You ain't giving it a shot.
Yeah, like you have to get through the first two movies to even.
Pick up on the storyline.
What are you making again? Kay was asking. It's from the Unofficial Harry Potter CookBook.
I'm making custard creams.
So it's like cookies, like cream cookies.
Yeah, it's sandwich cookies, essentially. Right now, what I'm doing is, since I made the cookie dough.
Book told her to put oil and sugar or flour.
Sugar.
And sugar on the bottom of a glass to smash them.
And you're supposed to dip the glass back in between each one, so. I guess we'll see.
Worked pretty well.
Gonna slide it.
They kind of look like ginger snaps. And
Yeah, because I had to use chocolate pudding.
Oh yeah,
instead of vanilla.
yeah, guys. When Kelly posts a recipe, remember that she used chocolate pudding instead of vanilla. They didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean,
And I used my vanilla
you can make
for
whatever kind of
last week's.
using whatever.
Yeah, you can use
that's
whatever.
That's the flavor of your cookie, essentially.
Because these are going to bake for about 16 minutes at 350. So preheat your ovens from the beginning.
350.
About 350 for about 16 minutes.
350 when it's 350.
Katie gave me a lot of sugar.
That's 350.
See, it doesn't say confectioner or granular.
Oh, I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't really.
Chocolate is bitter, sugar is sweet. They counter each other.
And there's confection sugar in it, or baking or the powdered sugar. So yeah, guys, anytime you see confectioner sugar, it's just a fancy term for, you know.
They're British. They're
confectioners.
Stupid. They're stupid. They're British. Becky G, if you're here, I was only a joke. Danny, if you watch this at any point in the future, it was only a joke, lad.
Danny, if you see this,
anybody other than Becky or Danny, America won the Revolutionary War. Fuck yeah.
Hey. Okay.
Set our timer.
For 17, because it'll go right down. Wait, so. Okay, so this says bake for 16 minutes until the cookies are just beginning to brown a bit at the edges, rotating the cookie sheets and switching shells halfway through baking.
Oh, no.
So which one did we start on?
Sounds like a bunch of extra shit. Well, I don't know. You're right-handed, so you move right to left. You're supposed to go between racks, so you start wherever you want. 8 minutes, you move them to the top and flip them left or right. So it's 8:17. You got 8 minutes, 23, 25. See what's up with the chat.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to make the filling.
Kelly said you have to read the books before you watch the movies. That's funny because this Kelly would say the same.
You do. You miss so much.
Kay said she's done that with sugar cookies, which you just did with the glass.
Hey, sounds like a pretty good idea.
Tracy said it's the only bad part about having a farm. I just open the gate, my husband gets them back in. That's cool. That's cool. You have a farm,
right?
Like we're just like freaking city kids. Tammy, he's not here. I was saying if he watched it at any point. I think to my knowledge, he just doesn't really do lives, but you know what I mean? He watches stuff later on just to keep in, know what's going on or whatever.
So it becomes critical. Okay, so you just mix everything together. So for the filling, we're going to need 1 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Here's the quarter. I'm gonna kill it. Use it for the milk. I hate my hands do that. They're gonna pop like that. Don't forget, like I said, don't scoop it. Just put it in with a spoon because you're going to compact it. And if you end up doing that with this, it's going to come out really sweet because that's a lot of sugar. What? What? I don't know. I'm here. I put 2 tablespoons of butter at room temperature because that's what it calls for. You need a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Half a teaspoon. It says beat it together. So hold on 1 second.
Guys, I don't know if Kells told you the recipe to what she was making, but it tastes just like Oreo cream filling. That's good.
Guys, look, this is what it is.
That's probably whatever you did to make that. People probably take that and Oreos to make that Oreo dip.
Mm,
What is it? People call it mud or something. Dirt pudding.
dirt pudding. And not everybody can make that, right? So what this is it's 1 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons or 1/4 cup of room temperature butter.
Butter.
And you need a 1/2 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. So when you take it to mix it, you want to add
Man, he said, I
1
love dirt pudding.
tablespoon at a time of milk to the mixture. Mix it, because if you add too much, you're going to thin it out. It's not a problem because you can add more powdered sugar to thicken it back up, but you just want it so that way you can spread it on, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to spread it onto the cookies after they come out and cool. We have actually
Yeah, you gotta rotate them. Now that goes to the right. Yes. Yep, just like that. Yeah. Now this one, 180 it, and yep, exactly. You got it. All right.
I'm going to play a song real quick. Just take it a break.
Find a song on my page, guys. Takeover season, it's called. We're just gonna give Kelz a freaking a couple second break here. You guys still hanging there with us. We ain't going nowhere yet. Them cookies got 7 minutes.
Yup. And we got to let them cool and fill them. The only two I didn't use.
Not the cookies.
That was like famous for.
Good. Yes.
Hello.
6 minutes on the cookies. Good.
Yes, I use paper clips to keep things down because I use my clips forever. So. Okay. We got about 5 more minutes left. So they come out and I can,
Try to put one together. 'Cause they're gonna be hot.
yeah, they're still gonna be hot, so it's gonna make the,
Well, just get a plate. I hope it doesn't crack. We need plastic plate. The glass will crack. So put 2 cookies on here and put them in the freezer as soon as they come out.
oh yeah.
That way them ones can start cooling. And then the rest you can just do later when they cool all the way.
I'm gonna have to because they gotta cool these. They gotta cool for 5 minutes.
Thank you guys for hanging out again. I'm trying to get back to the live from the song. There we go. We got 9 watching right now. And 24 likes. That's awesome. You guys are dope.
Thank you guys.
24 likes. That's all. No dislikes. Up to 86 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Set that bell to all so you don't miss anything. Kelly's going to try to. We were talking about working in ways. We were talking about ways to for her to do like some small uploads. Maybe like your hacks and stuff that you talked about before, like when you're talking about things.
Yeah.
But just ways that Kelly could get uploads out.
Well, just look at work yesterday. Ellie wanted to help in the kitchen and she couldn't quite reach the counter because of the way her chair is. So I remembered to pull a drawer out and put the cutting board on the drawer. And it worked out perfect. She could cut the pepper and show me what she was trying to show me something, and it was a little difficult. So that hack seemed to work.
3 more minutes.
I have to put it in a bowl, a smaller bowl. You could probably make this a little bit thicker, but I don't want to add any more sugar to it.
It's hard to hear that on the camera. Say it again. On my headphone, it was hard for me to hear.
Oh, I said I could make it thicker by adding more powdered sugar.
Just remember to try to project your voice to the phone. That's what you want to try. Even if you got to look at it, you look at the light. Try to project to the light. I usually look like right here.
Yeah, that thing's bright.
Yeah, well then you look right here and look at the top of your phone.
Well, that's what I want.
But you want to project your voice there is what I'm saying. Because when you said that, it was hard to hear you. You got 1 minute on the cookies. Kelly said, Kelly, that was pure genius. I used it today when cooking with Debbie.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, she's always popping out some pretty cool little hacks. She picks up along the way.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I can't remember them, like the
Maybelline,
parchment
that
paper
sounds
thing.
good.
I
She
sort
said
of looked up.
Maybelline said her brother is making burgers with cheese, bacon, lettuce, and mushroom sauce.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
it does.
I'm not
I
even
don't
a
need
fan of
mushrooms.
mushrooms, but still.
Uh-huh.
Mayo and
I was just
ketchup,
saying
I
that.
like that. I like that. I like that on cheese.
I like the bacon. I like the cheese. I just made that the other night at the house for the ladies, actually. Bacon
It's like New Year's
cheeseburgers.
Eve. There's a countdown and stuff.
So it just makes it a little bit thicker.
Pam said she loves your hacks.
Thanks. Try to help
Maybelline
you
said
out. If
mine
I
made
figure something
natural
out, over,
orange juice.
just like if you guys got chicken breasts, it's boneless chicken breast, and you got that weird white thing, that hack about using the fork and the tail, it really does work because I use it. And all that is grabbing the white thing with a paper towel, putting the fork in between it, and pushing the fork all the way down and pull with a paper towel, and it pulls it right out.
10, 9. Kelly said she learned a lot from you. Pam said novice cook here. Pam, you better stop. We know you can kick butt. And they're gonna be like they're gonna be
Cookies are
like
always big.
Eskimo cookies.
Guys, look how freaking big my cookies
Kel's
are.
gigantic cookie sandwiches. How big they are. Hold on. Try to bring them up here. There we go. We'll put it down and get I'll grab
I
it.
gotta.
Yeah, set it down so I can grab the oven there to grab it.
I want to set it over here.
These are gonna be like moon pies.
Yeah, well, remember the first time I made cookies with the girls? With Haley and Katie?
I'm trying to watch YouTube on my phone to try to see where to get them.
Guys, I ended up making sweet biscuits instead of cookies.
These look good though.
I was making
Flip
them
that
from
plate.
when I did it with my big
Flip
sister.
that plate. Wait, don't these have to go a couple minutes longer or something? So when they start to brown.
Hmm.
They gotta go back in the oven?
No,
I
they're
did
done.
that
You take them out.
I've put these, yeah.
Set it on the toaster or something because it's not going to get cooled off in the oven.
Yeah, you don't need these to cool off quick, just let them sit. Put them back in.
All right.
Just to get a little crispy. An extra minute. You gotta make, yeah, I was gonna say, make sure you keep stirring it. So it doesn't,
Yeah.
might be easy to use a spatula. Pam said, I love whoopie pies. Remember those? Yeah, I couldn't remember. I think that's why I said Eskimo pies. I couldn't remember the whoopie pies.
See, the thing is, when I started it, there's no pictures in the book, so I couldn't picture it. And I originally wanted to make like
Your
cream
cookies are
puffs
always big.
instead. But my cookies always come out big, they do. I always make my cookies
Make
huge.
sure you're rotating. One's in the freezer.
Yeah, but I only just put it in. There we go. You can use this.
It's only gonna be a couple more minutes.
They cool off. It only takes, it says 5 minutes for it to cool off.
Yeah, that's in room temperature, not in the freezer. You should only take a minute, so you gotta oven it on the floor.
Because I had the pan on it.
Okay?
This?
Mhm. Yeah, I flipped the cookie so it's the bottoms are going real quick.
I just want to be able to sandwich it at least one.
Pam said, oh my God, I want one. Yeah, these look good. Come on.
So essentially, I got a picture.
Where the hell did these come from?
I've had them.
Did you buy these?
I was eating it. What are you talking about?
You're a freaking fish.
I eat shrimp. I eat everything else. Why would I not
Fried
have?
shrimp.
That's
ball.
garlic parmesan.
Is this my ice cream of Snickers?
All right, Snickers. Yeah,
This is where it's at, y'all.
that's why it's in there because that's my strawberry and my strawberry shortcake and my fruity pebble ice cream.
We're very ice cream heavy now.
I've eaten a lot of those. No, wait, that's not it. No,
What the fudge dip?
yeah, they just did ones.
I think that's what that is.
I've been fucking those ones up.
I'll tell you, jerk.
Sorry about your luck, buddy. But you got it while you could.
Pam said
There's
I'm gonna
still
make
some in
them. Yeah, they were pretty easy, Pam. Grab it. Yeah, it was pretty easy, I thought, Pam.
It is, if you don't
Check
get
them
as
out.
distracted as I do.
Yeah, Kelly got really distracted talking. That was the only. But that's part of the show, so who cares? There is no mistakes. We're at Bob Ross home. That's good. Pam said her husband. We have the strawberry shortcakes and the chocolate eclairs in there, Tyra. Yeah. It comes with the fudgesicles and the banjos. Pam said her husband hides his ice cream from her.
Can't blame you there.
Says she's stealing all my brother's ice cream. Guess what? You ever seen Friends when someone ate Ross's sandwich? That's nothing compared to when someone eats my shit.
That shit was great.
I'm like, my ice cream.
I'm gonna get Ross, man. Watch his pan. Fucking bingo hopper. Look at Taylor Tango.
They're getting close. Probably like 1 or 2 minutes. Motherfucker. Pam, what Bob Ross commercials? I should be getting this in the newsletter. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a Bob Ross newsletter. I wish.
That'd be awesome.
Is there a Bob Ross newsletter?
Oh,
Google.
there might be a Bob Ross friggin' channel.
Quickly to Google.
I can't. I'm using my phone.
10 watching. Salute.
Thank you, guys.
Bob Ross is a national treasure. May he rest in peace. All right.
Not chuckle like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The easy part, so let's zoom in some. Fuck your pastry. I'm trying to keep it in focus, butthead.
I would have brought it back. Relax. Put as much, as little, or as
Why don't you use the spatula instead of a little stick?
close. It's easier to spread that way. And I can control the amount.
You have to put a little bit on top.
Wow.
I'm gonna do some magic.
It's oozing.
Get the spatula. Very messy at the moment.
Because it's warm.
You put ice cream in there. That'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, guys. Another idea. Ice cream.
Use ice cream instead and make an ice cream sandwich.
Trying to get a good angle so I can get a screenshot for you real quick. I don't want my freaking hand in. You just see me slowly sliding my hand out of frame. All right, there we go. I got you a quick screenshot, babe. Oh shit, it's sliding apart on me. Here, you want to eat it? I'm a freaking mess over here. Hold on. I didn't get the bite. All right, there. Try to get another bite on camera. Like close up so people could see. Is it a little dry? It looks a little dry right there. Like the cream's not. Oh, it's just melting. They're just still a little warm, so I'll take one. How is it?
Very good. It's warm. The
That's
cream would be
good.
better when they melt. I mean, when they cool. The stack
That's good.
is sticky.
Kenzo approved. Let me mute for a sec to wash my hands.
Well, thanks guys for tuning in, watching me make these custard creams. Well, my take on them because I use chocolate instead of vanilla, but I'll post pictures on the CookinWitKellz Instagram. So thank you for tuning in with me, guys. I'll see you again on next Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that. I'll see you later.
And you guys want to see Kelly make anything that, you know, pops in your head or something, and you think, you know, you'd like to see her do it, leave it in the comment section after any video. And like we said, we're going to be working on ways she could drop uploads other than the live. So stay tuned.
Bye, everyone.
Kelly, it was very similar to a whoopie pie. Yes, it was like a Oreo whoopie pie.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like a huge sauce.
Mm-hmm. Kelly said it was fun.
Bye, guys.